A cozy Thanksgiving. The road home under the maple canopy. Close your eyes. Let your mind fly far away, across the ocean, to a late afternoon in late November, in a peaceful, small American town. The sky today is so high and clear, a pale azure color mixed with a bit of gray of the approaching winter. The air outside is sharp and cold, the characteristic cold of crisp autumn air, crisp and pure. Every time you breathe in, you feel the coolness running along the bridge of your nose, awakening all senses that are sleeping. And when breathing out, you see your breath turning into thin, white smoke, rising and dissolving into the void. You are walking on a small gravel road. On both sides of the road are ancient maple trees. Although it is late autumn, the leaves still linger on the branches. A brilliant picture of nature, crimson red, burnt orange, copper yellow, and the brown of the earth. The wind blows gently. Rustle, rustle. Dry leaves leave the branches, spinning in the wind like ballet dancers, then gently landing on the ground. Under your feet is a thick carpet of dry leaves. Listen to the sound of your own footsteps. Crunch, 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 crunch. That sound is crisp, pleasant to the ear, and extremely satisfying. It reminds of childhood days, when you carefree ran and jumped in the pile of dry leaves in the backyard. You pull the collar of your sweater up a bit. The thick, knitted, oversized sweater hugs your body. Soft wool fibers rub against the neck, against the cheek, bringing a warm feeling, completely contrasting with the cold wind outside. You put both hands deep into the coat pockets. Fingertips touch the warm velvet lining layer, so pleasant, so safe. Far away, at the end of the gently sloping road, your house appears. It is a two-story colonial-style house, painted in elegant creamy white, dark gray tile roof, covered with a thin layer of mist. Windows on both sides are bright with yellow lights. Amidst the falling twilight, the house looks like a lighthouse of peace. You look up at the chimney, built of red bricks. A stream of gray-white smoke is drifting up, drawing soft curves on the deep purple sky background. The fireplace has been lit. Just seeing that smoke, you already feel warmth spreading in your chest. That is the signal of reunion, of returning. You walk a little faster, passing the low wooden gate. You step onto the walkway, leading up to the porch. On the wooden steps, someone has decorated round pumpkins, fresh orange pumpkins, mixed with white pumpkins, and colorful dried corn cobs. A few red maple leaves fallen scattered on them, creating a perfect still life picture of autumn. On the thick oak door hangs a wreath made from dry pine branches, pine cones, and cranberry ribbons. You stand before that door. Do not open the door yet. Stand still for a second. Take a deep breath. Do you smell it? The scent creeping through the door crack. The passionate scent of cinnamon. The warm scent of nutmeg. The rich scent of butter. And the unmistakable characteristic scent. The smell of roast turkey blended with herbs, sage and rosemary. That is the smell of Thanksgiving. The smell of happiness. Now, place your hand on the cold brass doorknob. Turn gently. The door opens, and a stream of warm air rushes out to embrace you. Welcome home. You step inside and close the door behind your back. The sound of wind whistling outside immediately disappears. The cold world is left behind the thick wooden panel. Inside here, only honey yellow light and warmth prevail. You take off the shoes covered with road dust, place them neatly on the doormat. Your feet, wrapped in thick wool socks, touch the polished oak floor. The floor is warm thanks to the heating system. You take off the thick coat, hang it on the wooden rack. The oversized sweater on you now is the softest protective shell. The space inside the house is filled with sounds of life, but not noisy at all. It is the sound of classic jazz playing very softly from an old speaker in the corner of the room. Slow piano sound, wandering like raindrops falling on the porch. Ting, tang, ting. You walk slowly through the hallway to enter the living room. There, the fire in the stone fireplace is dancing happily. Dry wood logs popping cracklingly. Crack. Sizzle. Crack. Flickering firelight shines on the cream-colored walls, creating warm, friendly shadows. On the earth-brown velvet sofa, throw pillows embroidered with maple leaves and pine cones are arranged neatly. A hand-knitted wool blanket draped carelessly on the armrest. Everything invites you. Come here. Sit down here. But first, go into the kitchen. The heart of the house on Thanksgiving Day is the kitchen. You step into the spacious kitchen. Steam rises profusely from pots simmering on the stove. The aroma here is 10 times denser than outside the door. It is sweet. It is rich. It makes your stomach rumble, but in a very pleasant way. On the white marble kitchen island is the preparation for tonight's feast. A basket of plump red apples, a bowl of dark red cranberry sauce, sparkling like rubies, a plate of mashed potatoes white and smooth as clouds, with a pool of golden melted butter in the middle. And there, pumpkin pies just out of the oven, golden crust, smooth orange-brown filling, radiating the seductive fragrance of autumn spices. The kitchen space is so cozy. Yellow light shines on everything, making the food look more delicious, more sparkling. You pour yourself a cup of hot apple cider, amber liquid steaming profusely. You press both palms against the hot ceramic cup wall. Warmth transmits from the cup to your hands, runs along the arm, warms up the whole body. You bring the cup to your lips. Take a small sip. The light sweet taste of apple, the spicy taste of cinnamon and cloves, the slight sour taste of orange, all blend together, flow down the throat, warm up your stomach. Wonderful. No rushing, no hustling. Today is for gratitude. Grateful for the roof sheltering from sun and rain. Grateful for the warming fire. Grateful for delicious food. And grateful for the present peace. You hold the hot cider cup, walk slowly back to the living room. You head towards the large armchair placed next to the fireplace. This is the prime spot in the house, close enough to feel the heat from the fire, far enough not to burn the face. You sit down. The thick cushion sinks down, embracing you completely. You curl both legs up on the chair, pull the wool blanket over yourself. Now, you are a lazy cat. In hand is a cup of warm apple cider. In front is the fire rejoicing. By the ear is soothing jazz music and the sound of harmless wind whistling outside the window. Look into the fire. Look at the orange spots of fire. Yellow, blue at the base of the flame. They dance ceaselessly. The movement of fire has a strange hypnotic effect. It washes away all your thoughts, burns all sorrows into ashes. Your eyes begin to get tired. Sleepiness rushes in after going from the cold outside into a warm place. A sweet sleepiness, heavy. Let your head rest on the back of the chair. Your breath begins to slow down, harmonizing with the sound of wood popping. fairy tale dream about Thanksgiving, where everything is perfect, where every heart is healed. Put the empty cup down on the table. Don't shatter this silence. Our story is still continuing, flowing like a stream of warm honey. Outside the window, night has fallen completely. The wind whistles gently through the door crack, as if wanting to remind you that winter is lurking. But that only makes this moment more precious. It is dinner time. Imagine you leave the soft armchair, stepping towards the dining room. The space here is truly magical. The ceiling lights have been dimmed to the maximum. Instead, the room is lit by shimmering candles on the dining table. The long oak table has been set perfectly. A cream-colored tablecloth made of rustic linen. In the very center of the table is a long wooden tray, decorated with fresh pine branches, a few dark brown pine cones, and porcelain white mini pumpkins. Interspersed between them are ivory-colored beeswax pillar candles. The yellowish candlelight dances, reflecting on the transparent crystal glasses and the shiny silver cutlery set. Sparkling, sparkling. You pull the wooden chair out, the sound of chair legs sliding lightly on the carpet. You sit down. In front of you is the abundance of the harvest, is the crystallization of love and care. Look at the golden roasted turkey plate placed in the middle of the table. The skin is glossy, plump, shiny brown like the color of autumn leaves. Heat rises profusely, carrying the sweet fragrance of sage, thyme, and rosemary. That herbal scent. It has a strange sedative ability. It soothes every tense nerve. Next to the turkey plate is a huge bowl of mashed potatoes. Pure white, smooth, whipped up like clouds. A stream of rich brown gravy is flowing down the slope of that potato mountain, piping hot, rich. And there too, the green bean casserole plate with a layer of crispy fried onions on top. The bowl of dark red, sweet and sour cranberry sauce, lying still like jade jelly. And the stuffing plate, fragrant with the smell of toasted bread and celery. All colors, all flavors, are blending together under the shimmering candlelight. You begin your meal, very slowly. No noisy talking sounds, only the sound of cutlery touching lightly on the porcelain plate. Clink, clink, the sound of elegance and peace. You bring a piece of turkey soaked in sauce to your mouth. The meat melts, sweet, blending with the rich, fatty taste of the sauce. The warm feeling spreads in the mouth. You close your eyes to fully enjoy that flavor. Shh. Walk very softly. The whole house is now immersed in a sacred silence. You drag your slow footsteps, very slow, back to the living room. Your body is now heavy. It is a pleasant weight, the weight of satisfaction, the weight of peace. The fire in the fireplace right now has calmed down a bit. It no longer flares up intensely like in the afternoon. Now, it burns steadily. The logs have turned into brilliant pink coals, radiating a stable and deep heat. The light in the room becomes more blurry. Amber color, dark honey color. You approach the long chocolate brown velvet sofa. It looks so soft, so inviting. You don't want to sit anymore. You want to lie down. You drop yourself down onto the soft velvet cushion layer. Your body sinks right into it. You curl your legs up, lying on your side facing the fireplace. Your hand grabs the thick wool blanket hanging on the arm of the chair. You pull it up, covering tight from feet, up to the chin. Oh, this warm feeling? It is like a tight hug. Rustic wool fibers rub lightly against your cheek. Rough, but extremely pleasant. The smell of new wool blends with the smell of burning wood, creating the flavor of winter sleep. From this lying position, your gaze directs out to the large French-style window, and you see a miracle. Outside, snow has begun to fall. The first snowflakes of winter. They fall silently in the dark night. Under the faint yellow street light far out there, you see pure white snowflakes dancing, spinning, hovering, then landing gently on the ground. How cold the space outside is. But that only makes the space inside here become many times warmer. You are in a warm cocoon amidst the cold winter. That contrast lulls you to sleep. The more you watch the snow fall, the warmer you feel. The more you hear the wind whistle, the safer you feel. Your eyelids begin to droop. This time, you cannot resist anymore. The post-Thanksgiving sleepiness is taking over your entire mind. It spreads from the stomach, runs along the spine, up to the top of the head. It paralyzes every desire to move. Your fingers go limp under the blanket. Your legs stretch out comfortably. Your breath becomes deep and steady. Breathe in the smell of burning pine wood. Breathe out peace. The sound of wood popping in the fireplace now sounds like distant falling rain. Crack, sizzle, crack. It is steady, monotonous, hypnotic. Images of today begin to drift through your mind like a slow-motion movie. Smiles of loved ones, the flavor of the pumpkin pie, shimmering candlelight, all blend together, fading, turning into soothing, patchy colors. You can no longer distinguish whether you are awake or dreaming. You are floating in the middle of that fragile boundary, floating feeling, weightless, even though the body is heavy on the sofa. Allow yourself to drift off. Just a short nap on the sofa, the best sleep in the world. No one bothers you. Everything is done. This world has stopped spinning to wait for you to sleep. The gentle darkness of the room is caressing your forehead. The fire is guarding you. The snowflakes are singing a lullaby for you. Sink down into the soft velvet layer, into the soothing dream of autumn. You stir slightly on the sofa. The pendulum clock in the corner of the room strikes 12 times. Bong, bong. The deep, dull sound echoing in the quiet space, signaling a long day has closed. The fire in the fireplace is now just smoldering, glowing embers, casting the last faint glowing red light. You feel drowsiness enveloping your whole body. But you know, there is a place even softer, warmer, waiting for you on the highest floor. You slowly stand up. The wool blanket slips off your shoulders. You leave the living room, immersed in darkness and silence. You walk towards the wooden stairs leading up to the attic. Feel each of your footsteps. The oak wood under your feet creaks softly. Creak, creak. The sound of an ancient house, telling stories about the footsteps of so many generations that have passed through here. You hold on to the cool wooden handrail. Your shadow casts long on the wall, dancing to the dim nightlight along the hallway. You climb higher, higher, far away from the ground, far away from reality, up to the very top of the house. The attic bedroom door appears before your eyes. You push the door and step inside. A stream of cool, fresh air rushes in, but is immediately warmed by the secluded space here. This is your own private world. The triangular slanted ceiling, A-frame ceiling, creates the feeling like you are in a secret wooden hut. In the middle of the room is a giant bed, looks like a giant pure white cloud resting in the middle of the floor. The bed sheet set made of flannel fabric with red and black plaid check, characteristic of American winter. That flannel fabric, oh my. Just looking at it makes you feel warm already. The fabric surface is slightly brushed, soft as velvet, retaining heat absolutely. You crawl onto the bed. The mattress layer, thick as a handspan, sinks deep down, embracing the curves of your body. You crawl inside the puffy goose down duvet layer. The heavy feeling of the blanket pressing on you. It is like the most solid protective hug. That weight presses down, pressing all anxieties out of your body. Your head touches the soft feather pillow. Cool. You turn your head a few times to find the most comfortable position. Your cheek presses down on the pillow surface, smelling of dried lavender fabric softener. Now, listen to the sound outside the skylight right above your headboard. Snow is falling heavier. The wind is blowing stronger on the treetops. Whoosh, whoosh. The sound of wind whistling on the roof sounds truly wild. But you are inside here, under layers and layers of warm blankets, in the most solid room. The contrast between the snowstorm outside and the warmth inside creates a feeling of extreme bliss. The Higa feeling, the feeling of being protected. Imagine your house now is like a large ship, anchoring in the middle of the white snow ocean. And you are the captain, sleeping soundly in the warmest cabin of that ship. Snow keeps falling, covering the roof in white, covering the roads in white, covering the whole world in white, filling every corner, softening every edge of life. Your mind begins to drift away, following those snowflakes. The image of pure white snowflakes spinning, hypnotizing you. Each snowflake is a dream. Millions of snowflakes are millions of dreams falling down to welcome you. Your body goes numb in bliss. Your limbs seem to melt into water, soaking into the mattress. You no longer want to move even a single finger. Your eyelids stick tight together. The darkness in the room is so dense, smooth as black velvet. Space and time now no longer have meaning. Tonight will last forever. There will be no alarm clock ringing tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lazy day. Tomorrow the world will sleep buried under the thick snow layer, and so will you. You are sinking deep down, deeper still, going through the shell of consciousness, going into the core of the subconscious, where every memory is beautiful, where autumn never ends, where the fireplace fire never goes out. Your breath is now very light, very soft, almost blending into the silence of the room. Your heart beats the slow rhythms of winter. Let go of the last rope anchoring you. Cut it, and let yourself free. Fall into the soft abyss of sleep. Falling, sinking completely. Everything fades gradually. The sound of wind gets further away. Only eternal warmth remains surrounding you. You have reached the destination. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.